because we're going to stick right with stuff. There's no magic, folks. There is no magic. Not one of you here has any less spiritual gifts than I do. Nobody in this entire world has any more spiritual gifts than anybody else. We're all human beings, all equal. But that's not how leaders of religions think. They say, no, I have the gift of prophecy and revelation, and God's going to talk to me so I can control you. That's how they've always done it. That's what it's about. So, the white Americans rejected the purpose for the Book of Mormon. Completely rejected the whole thing. And now we've got tens of thousands of young teenagers going throughout this world brainwashed, taking this book, this exact thing. We'll give it to you for $1 or donation, or we just give it to you and you can read it. It has the fullness of the everlasting gospel in there. Does it, elders? Does this have the fullness of the everlasting gospel? Then you show me in here where Jesus says that gays are bad. You show me in here where Jesus said that there's an eternal family unit outside of the Adam and Eve family unit that is special and more special than anywhere else. You show me in here where we're supposed to establish borders to keep innocent men, women, and children to the south of us from having a better life. You show us where that is, you hypocritical people. But also get the clues, because they're right in there. But your blatant, hypocritical general authorities completely disfigure and transfigure the holy word of God. We heard it, we've exemplified it here in the memorandum. Was that not incredible? When that general authority Stevenson got up there and he started reading to the people, right from the words of, well, it's in the Book of Mormon, the Mormon, but it's the words of Moroni. First, he starts out talking that he's seen these guys. He's seen these guys. They've ministered unto us, but we won't talk about those guys. Because that general authority, you think any of them are going to admit that? You think they're ever going to say, hey, world, we got 3 Nephites, John Beloved, man, that's giving us all kinds of information. What did Ida Smith get out of Holland? Got him right on tape saying, this guy believes in these 3 Nephites, don't you? Now, I'm going to put it right out there because we got to get through all the crap. There ain't no 3 Nephites because there were no Nephite people. No John Beloved because there was no Christian church at that time. No such thing. They were used by these gentlemen to try to teach people. And so this general authority gets in conference and says, basically in a nutshell, we are special people. We are blessed by God because the Lord has mentioned us in the Book of Mormon. And then he quotes it.
Each of you can also receive a personal witness of this book. Do you realize the Book of Mormon was written for you and for your day? This book is one of the blessings of living in what we call the dispensation of the fullness of times. Although the Book of Mormon was written by inspired ancient authors, many of whom were prophets, they and the people of their day did not have the benefit of possessing the whole book. You now have easily within your reach the sacred record that prophets, priests, and kings treasured, embraced, and preserved. You have the benefit of holding in your hands the complete Book of Mormon. Interestingly, one of the Book of Mormon prophets, Moroni, saw our day, your day. He even saw you in vision many hundreds of years ago. Moroni wrote, "Behold, the Lord hath shown unto me great and marvelous things concerning that day when these things," meaning the Book of Mormon, "shall come forth among you. Behold, I speak unto you as if ye were present, and yet ye are not. But behold, Jesus Christ hath shown you unto me, and I know your doing."
That's where he left it. And the Mormons were like, oh my God. And did they feel the Spirit? You bet they felt that Spirit. They felt it with in their hearts. They felt it. But he didn't go on. He didn't go on. I'm going to go on. What he should have done. He should have done this. I'll tell you how I would have delivered. Yeah, you were mentioned in the Book of Mormon. Yes, Every single one of you. This church itself was mentioned in the Book of Mormon. Behold, the Lord has shown you unto me great and marvelous things concerning that day which shortly must come. At that day when you got this Book of Mormon to read. I speak unto you as if you're present, but you're not. You're hundreds of years in the future. But Jesus Christ has shown me unto you, and I know you're doing. I know that you do walk in the pride of your hearts, and there are none, save a few only, who do not lift themselves up in the pride of their hearts under the wearing of very fine apparel. Really? How do you get into a Mormon church without very fine apparel? Go down there on a conference. Go down to the mall. See if you can find not fine apparel to buy. None save a few only who do not lift themselves up in the pride of their hearts into the wearing of very fine apparel, unto envying and strifes and malice and persecutions and all manner of iniquities. Do you think, folks, talking to you LDS people, that you don't persecute the gays? Really? You don't think that you cause people to look down upon them because you're telling them that God doesn't agree with their lifestyle? Really? And you don't think you cause strifes? You don't think you have secret combinations? Do you know what a secret combination is? It's a combination of religious, political, and business power for the sake of those in power versus those who are not. That's what a secret combination is. It's done in secret. Just like this HOA board over there at the condo was trying to do, have these meetings in secret. For hell's sakes. Not when I'm a resident there. I could go on. This book is incredible. It's incredible because it gives all the clues that any Christian person would need to understand Christianity in a different way. And perhaps the greatest thing they would understand is, oh my gosh, the Native American people of this Western Hemisphere are good people who are worthy of the Promised Land, and we need to help them. Shame on this church for supporting Republican conservative values. Even considering putting a wall over there. That border should be completely open. Let those people come over here. Why don't you? Oh, we're afraid of drugs. Really? Drugs are getting across no matter if you're afraid of them or not. Let those people in. You give them jobs. You help them find. They'll take the jobs that you can't do. You can take every toned athlete that the United States has developed, from the NBA, the MLB, football. You put them out in the field with migrant workers, those migrant workers will work those toned athletes to death. Those guys wouldn't even be able to stay with them. You think Americans want these jobs?